Okay, this is Professor Calamanis. Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk about rhetorical design now in your paper and a little bit of a brief review of some of the things we covered last time. So I do hope that this is helpful to you. A brief background in rhetoric is to kind of think about that it's the art of argument. So you probably have heard rhetorical questions, or you've heard rhetoric, the rhetoric that they're using. You may have heard this word before. Some people say it's the message, right? The medium is the message, is what Marshall McLuhan used to say. And it's the same root of the word media. And so when we say, oh, the media affects us, right? Social media, right? The message comes through. So rhetorical design is important in your work. At the end of this lesson, you'll have an acronym to remember what goes in the paper. We'll look at different levels of preparing the paper. Students are expected to collect information on texts that were designed in class as well as outside sources. So these may be available at the library. Your professor may give you the topic, but often you will not be given the topic. So every paper is expected to have a thesis that is supported by information to prove the thesis, and the purpose of the essay should be made clear to your reader. So for example, students are expected to be graded on the content of the essay as well as the execution of the writing. So I'm going to cover some of that in this. One thing to really think about is that you have to know the purpose of the assignment and you have to understand the goals of the paper. So often the goals are to reinforce writing skills and to gain ownership of your work. Professors are also looking to have you move away from the idea that you're cutting and pasting things off the internet. We want to increase the skill of your authorship. And we want you to be able to produce well-written and well-informed essays using a clear rhetorical argument. So in this case, you are the writer. So thinking about who's who, the authority of the essay is you, the student. You are the expert of your paper. In this way, you're reading and responding to texts and research, and that is your responsibility. It is my responsibility to act as a guide and to let you know whether or not you have reached the purpose. As Aristotle said, every written argument has a purpose. Often the purpose is to examine a topic. Remembering what we talked about last time, which is that writing is a process. So we want to highlight that we are, again, thinking about the writing process, that there are different stages of going through. Normally here we want to think about how this is a recursive experience, right? You pre-writing, you're reading what your instructor has given you, you're drafting the paper, you're doing a peer review, and then this may be, you go back and revise and edit. You might draft again. That's what we talked about last week. What I'd like to highlight here is that student papers can take more time than students allow. So when you're working on assignments, you definitely want to keep track of your time. Another really important thing to think about is that most students know that they shouldn't use an AI or a chat GPT, that these sources are not always reliable for college papers. So be careful that your sources are not plagiarizing. It's okay to use outside sources, but you have to include in-text citations. I think you all know this. When we think about what's important to you, sometimes grades, right? So when we start to think about, okay, what are you thinking about with the grade? That there's an evaluation of the quality of the work, that college English has weighted grades. Each unit has a different percentage, so they're worth more. As you progress through the course, your papers are worth more, your assignments are worth more. Keeping in mind that quizzes and classwork are a small percentage of the overall grade, but the unit papers are really the grade. Let's think about then that writing is a iterative process, that every student must take a position. That's called your thesis. Every student thesis must take a position, and every writing assignment has a rhetorical purpose. So now I'm going to give you a little bit of a treasure hunt. Here are the instructions. There'll be clues. They'll leave you with an acronym to remember, which is needed for the rhetorical design of a college-level paper. There are 8 clues, and they form a phrase. It's a way to remember your paper. So here are the clues. Hoping you can see this now. Here are the clues. Rhetoric is the art of the argument. Aristotle. The first clue. It's sort of asking you, who was the Republican Party candidate? The first letter of his last name. So the 2020 election, who was the Republican Party candidate, and what was the first letter of their last name? Number 2 is a verb that describes what a person does when they are hungry. The first letter of that verb. A verb that describes what a person does when they are hungry. The first letter of that verb. Number 3, in looking at this quotation, there is a part of speech that's called an article. What is the first letter of that article? Projected above here, part of speech, the article, the first letter. Number 4 is an antonym for the word soft, the third letter of that word. An antonym for the word soft, the third letter. Number 5 is the first person pronoun. The first person pronoun. Number 6 is the homonym for to, which means also, the first letter of that homonym. A homonym for to, which means also, the first letter. Number 7 is a preposition, which means above, the first letter. So it's like a directional preposition, right? A preposition meaning above, the first letter. And then number 8 has 2 clues. Every student thesis must take a blank, the first letter of that word. Every student thesis must take a blank, the first letter. Or each writing assignment has a rhetorical blank, the first letter. Each writing assignment has a rhetorical blank. So you can pause here and look at these clues. Move me out of the way. And then you can see on the next slide there are 8 slots, right? So it's dun 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 dun, and it makes a phrase. What is that phrase? All right, so here they are again. Here's the phrase. What are the clues? You're going to come up with 8 letters that make a phrase. Blank, blank, blank. Okay, so good luck with that. Great, so we're just thinking about this as rhetorical design. So this phrase is going to help us to recognize what needs to go in the paper, and that is going to be called the rhetorical design. What needs to go in the paper, and it's a phrase that will help you remember things. See ya!